Hello, BookTube. Today we'll be looking again at the first bookshelf, but this time the third shelf, which you can see right here. The first books we have are both Folio Society again. This one is The Diary of a Country Parson by James Woodford. And some marbling here. The Diary of a Country Parson, the Reverend James Woodford, selected by David Hughes, engravings by Ian Stevens, London, the Folio Society, 1992. Here's a little bit of the art. So it's exactly what it says it is, The Diary of a Country Parson, and from my perspective, it's fine to dip in and out of and read small sections, but I've never gotten around to reading it straight through and probably never will. The other ones, the next book is sort of a companion piece. It's The Diary of a Village Shopkeeper. Very similar in design. The Diary of a Village Shopkeeper, 1754 to 1765, by Thomas Turner. Edited by David Vasey. Engravings by Miriam McGregor. London, the Folio Society, 1998. This front engraving is quite nice, actually. Again, it's not something that, at least I'm not reading all the way through. I read Stranger Things all the way through. But it is sort of fun to dip in and out of now and again. This next slipcase volume is not a Folio Society book. Here, let me see if it's been a while since I've taken that out. Be careful with the box. The Poems of Robert Browning. Well, here, this is a little insert. A word about the Heritage Press, which is the publisher of this book. The Poems of Robert Browning, selected, edited, introduced by C. Day Lewis, illustrated with wood engravings by Peter Reddick, the Heritage Press, New York. A bit of glare there. Let me just show some. There's the great man himself. Example of the illustrations. I'm a big fan of Heritage Press books. I don't have as many as I would like, and over my lifetime, I've left a lot sitting on the booksellers' tables that, in retrospect, I would like to go back and get. That doesn't work that way, but such as it is. This one here is a Folio Society. This is the Spy's Bedside book, and they're pieces selected by Graham and Hugh Green. So this is a great little book. The Spy's Bedside book, an anthology edited by Graham and Hugh Green, introduced by Stella Remington, illustrated by Nick Hardcastle. London, 2006, Folio Society. Great little piece. Now, this is appropriate with Roger Moore having just passed. There's quite a likeness there, I would say. Little pieces that are. This is a great bedside book. It really is. Really, little snippets from larger works, that sort of thing. This next volume is another Folio Society. Rumpole. Good look. This one. There we go. There's. John Mortimer, Rumpole, selected and introduced by the author, illustrations by Paul Cox, the Folio Society, London, 1994. I like the Rumpole stories. There's Rumpole and She Who Must Be Obeyed, his wife. Let's see if we're getting that in there. Yeah, we are. I know they had a PBS series a while back with the Rumpole stories. I don't know if they're still on the air or not. Earlier we had talked, we'd done Robert Graves' Greek myths, and we'd done his Count Belisarius novel and discussed him a little bit, and I think I mentioned that he had done an autobiography. Well, this is a Folio Society version of that autobiography. Here. A little hard to read. Look at what the trench warfare, nice end maps. Robert Graves, Goodbye to All That. Introduced by Raleigh Trevelyan. I believe I'm pronouncing the name correctly. London, the Folio Society, 1981. There's a picture of the author. This is his autobiography of the war years. Some pretty stark photographs there. After the war, I'm not sure of the timeline exactly, but I know he spent a long time living in, I think outside Palma de Mallorca off the coast of Spain. Not sure how welcome he was in England after the war, or how much he felt like being in England. Thank you, BookTube.